Hi, I'm KALYN and I'm co-founder of the Golden Flow system of accelerated well-being and abundance. So you can call me your abundance coach. And this is my buddy Oberon. Oberon always joins me in my videos, and Oberon brought a friend who is still nameless. And I really like to name all the owls with an O, so I always have to go and find a really good O name. So soon he'll have a name. But in this video, Oberon wanted me to talk to you about Oberon's world. Now, let's try to explain that a little. Basically, what it is when it comes to living the life of your dreams, or living with the richness of life, which I like to allude to, not just financial richness, but the richness of doing what you love, loving your life, really enjoying all of the riches life has to offer. Well, they really come from having your own world, and that's why Oberon called it Oberon's world. And here's what we mean by that. Humans are rather social creatures. We are. We live socially, we live with people, we like to be in a relationship with a person, we like to have our family. We are all about people. We have friends, we have groups, we have, it goes on and on. So we're social. Now, what's interesting though is what can seem like a huge contradiction. In order to have a life with that richness, a life with all of your dreams fulfilled, especially if you're an entrepreneur or you have a passion and there's something that you want to bring forward, like a big dream, then one of the most important things is to have your own world, just like Oberon has Oberon's world. Well, in Oberon's world, Oberon joins me in the videos, and we create these videos to help you stay in the flow so that law of attraction will bring you everything that you desire. But we always talk about the importance of the law of self, and the fact that the law of self trumps the law of attraction. The law of self says that you have to honor yourself. You have to be connected with yourself. You have to know yourself. And the truth is, that's really what we're talking about today, because when we talk about Oberon's world or your world, we're talking about having that place that, even though we're all social creatures, is really all about you. And in that way, you're really honoring you. This is a world that is between you and the world, and it excludes people. You can call it a place between you and God if you want. You can call it a place between you and your creativity, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it your world because it's all about you. It's all you. It's what you like to think about, what you like to do, what you like to go deeper into, all about you. When you look at people who are successful, they really have created something that's amazing, but it comes from this inner world of theirs, this all about them world. In Oberon's case, it would be coming from Oberon's world. So, for example, Oberon comes up with some great questions that he has me share in the videos. Sometimes he suggests the topic for the video like he did today. Other times he brings up a question during the video. He comes up with these great ideas and these great questions from within his world. That's his creativity. In KALYN's world, you can see that I have all of these ideas, all of this knowledge, and all of these different ways to help you stay in the flow, get into the richness of life, and attract what it is that you desire. How to have law of attraction bring you what you desire effortlessly. I'm all about the effortless attraction, which is really in other videos and in other topics. So we'll stay again on topic because I can get off topic rather easily. In the videos, I get to bring you everything that is going on inside of me, all of these things that really are in my world, and I love sharing them with you. And when I share them with you, it's true, at that point you could say I'm being social. But here I am making the video with my buddies, granted, but it's KALYN's world. This is all about KALYN's way of being in the flow, KALYN's way of effortless attraction, KALYN's way of seeing the world and changing how you see the world so that you see the world from more of your own authenticity. Do you get a feel for where I'm going? Do you see how you have your own world that has its own special gifts and talents? I see this world a lot in some actors, in some musicians. music videos today are so amazing because you get to see the musician create a story oftentimes in their video. And so now it's not just music, but their video has the music with some sort of storyline or some sort of visual. And you really get to see some of their world, and you really get to see some of their expression and what's going on in their world that they're really bringing out in their music. Same truly with an actor or with anyone else who's really good at what they do. There's a branding strategist that's a client of mine. She's amazing, and she does the same thing. It's like she's got her world, and she brings out this amazing branding from within that. So it doesn't matter what you do. You can crochet owls, you can make videos, you can have a business where you help companies import things. What you do is not the determining factor of your success or the determining factor of good quality in your world. What determines that success and what makes an amazing world is the fact that it's your world and that it's between you and you, or you and the world minus people, or you and God and just you and God kind of thing. Because at that point, it really is about you, and it allows you to bring yourself out. It allows you to know yourself, to expand yourself, to go deeper into yourself. This is such a magical thing, and it is, like I said, something that I see that creates the distinction between people who are emotionally or in a business financially successful or successful in life, and those who aren't. Those who aren't don't have as much of that world. One good key that you can look at is, do you like spending time alone? It's sort of that kind of thing. If you don't like spending time alone, you probably don't have your world. If you do like spending time alone, you have some of that world. And maybe it needs to be developed more or not, but now you have a sense of what I'm talking about. You have a place in which you have creativity coming forward. You have expansion happening. You might have some personal empowerment happening. All of these things start to sort of create in your world. So here's a real quick example for you. In this KALYN's world of mine, I crochet owls at night. I love crocheting, and I started crocheting owls. And I don't set out to necessarily make an owl because I'm not as good at visualizing that way. But I certainly pick what size and what color I'm going to do, and I start to create it. It has no impact from anyone else. No one else says said you should make an owl. No one else said what color it should be. I have that within myself. So for example, right now, as I'm making owls, one thing I've decided is, I at first wanted my owls to be sort of true to owl colors, and I decided that a lot of owls are gray kind of thing, gray, black, or brown. Now I'm starting to think, let's go back to some color. Let's bring some color into the owls, and let's give them a little personality. So I'm starting to shift it some. They're starting to evolve in KALYN's world. The only way for them to evolve in the flow so that I could then attract and be able to create them in my own way and have them be owls from KALYN's world is when they're coming from KALYN's world. How do you make your own world? How do you step into it or step further into it? Sure, spending time alone is one marker. It doesn't have to be that way. And it's not necessarily, but it tends to be pretty true most of the time. So you look at what it is that interests you, and you let it sort of ruminate in you. If you want, you can meditate on it kind of thing. Because meditation is a time when you are in your own world. It's just you and God kind of thing. And you go deeper and deeper into it. You have fun with whatever it is that you love doing, whatever it is you like getting into more, whatever it is that intrigues you. It's like your dance with the world, your own private dance with the world, learning to see what you like doing, how you like doing it with the world. This world is filled with experiences for us. What do you like to experience? Bring yourself in that way and what you want to experience and what you're all about into your world, because that's really what then comes out. When you look at that artist who sings an amazing song that we all fall in love with, It's not because someone gave them the song, it's because they have spent time in the world, they have developed their style, they know their own style, they know their vocal range, they know, they know everything, they know how to dance or how to play an instrument, and they bring that forward. And then that's what we fall in love with. We fall in love with their style, we fall in love with their sound, we fall in love with maybe some action that they do when they're dancing or whatever it might be. But it's everything that they already have developed and that they have already discovered about themselves in their own world. Real big, because when you do that, you probably have a really good sense already that at that point you have all sorts of wonderful energies going on. Deep energies about yourself, about your passion, about what you love, about empowerment, about expression, about success. All sorts of wonderful energies. And Law of Attraction sees all of these energies, and it brings you then all sorts of experiences that reflect those energies, and it's effortless on your part. All you had to do was get to know yourself, get into your world, and create a wonderful world for yourself that you then share with the world in your own way. Law of Attraction will take care of that. You'll take care of that. You certainly want to make sure that you're expressing, because that's what really brings it out, is your expression. But then the outer world falls in love with your world. And that makes all the difference between having an experience where you're feeling good about yourself because you know yourself, you know your world, versus not knowing yourself and relying on other people to tell you that you look pretty or that you're doing a good job and things like that. Things that really diminish you because they didn't allow you to come from yourself and your world. If you're relying on other people, if I were relying on Oberon to tell me that I do a great job with my videos, I would be relying on something outside of me. And Law of Attraction is going to take that and say, all right, let's bring experiences where you have to rely on more things outside of you. And then I become disempowered a little at a time. Do you get a sense of that? So instead, you really develop yourself. Have your world, because when you fill your world with the things that you enjoy and that you are and that you're passionate about, your whole experience changes. And the whole world, because Law of Attraction uses your energies and reflects something different back to you, the whole world then treats you differently. The whole world looks at you differently. You have a whole new experience. All because Oberon wanted you to hear about Oberon's world. Now, I know that Oberon also wants me to tell you, be sure to subscribe so that you catch our next video. And please, if you enjoyed the video and you're ready to start to create your own world or grow your own world, like our video. That way, more people will see the video and create their own worlds. And the more there are people creating their own worlds, the more Law of Attraction brings that back. And you see more of it, and you get to experience more of it within yourself. You start to know how to create your own world more because you see it more. You get how that works? You get how sharing the love brings it right back to you? Awesome. And of course, if you want to hear more from Oberon, please be sure to join our email list. And Oberon says, last thing, if you have any questions about this video that we can clarify, or anything else that you want us to do a video on, please be sure to write your comments or your topics down below, and we'd be happy to address those. Thank you so much for being here, and to you guys and Oberon for your great question.